Alright, someone in here is named Rundy. Dang it. Gotta find them. Hiding out.
What do you want?
Level 50 locked door. Okay. Going elsewhere now.
May I help you?
Yes, Outlander. What do you want?
This is the whole building, huh? I guess I can ask you. Rundy comes here as often as he can to see Felina Laren. So it's you. A good day to you, Patty Elchin. I'm Felina Laren. I assume you're new to Sotha Sil, since we've never spoken before. I know most everyone in town. Can I help you find someone in particular? Let's make you like me a lot, and then I will steal his girl. That's the plan.
Impressive. These clothes suit you well.
You already know, Rundy and I are lovers. When he saves up enough money, we're going to move far, far away from here. Okay. How do I use this? I can't even ask about him specifically. Okay. Do I need to threaten him about the idea of
something I can do for you?
Of what I'm going to do with them? I'm looking for the Fighters Guild. Wolverine Hall. Rundy the Nord is in the Fighters Guild.
Impressive.
Wolverine Hall, is that on my map yet? That sounds familiar. But it's also just called Wolverine, which doesn't help very much. It says Wolverine Hall. So basically back where I started. So I've successfully found Rundy's woman, but I haven't successfully encountered Rundy yet. So I don't have the context yet for what I'm supposed to do with Rundy's woman to be able to proceed, if it even comes to dealing with Rundy in the first place. So let's head on back. The important thing is I did some leveling. Now I'm level, what? 26? Yep. So that was eventful, at least. Now we can head back to Wolverine Hall and figure out how to proceed now that I've found the person in question, but I've not... I never found Rundy, did I? I just found a bunch of other H names that sound confusingly similar, but are not the same person. So we're back in Wolverine Hall. Really? Fighters Guild. I was gonna say, most of these dots just all say the same thing over and over again, which is actually rather frustrating. Like, look how many dots we put on the map. They all say the same thing. That this is Wolverine Hall. Fighters Guild. Alright, did it say that on this door? Imperial Shrine. Is there a door below it or anything? No. Is the idea that I can steal their lanterns if I want to? So this is the Imperial Shrine, and if I'm on my way to the Fighters Guild from here, which is apparently nearby according to that other map. Mages Guild, that's where I came from. Did I ever try going down from the shrine, or didn't I think I went to the shrine and it fell off the stairs? There we go. It's probably you, because you look Nordic.
If you need a good laugh or a tall tale, you've come to the right place.
You sure all sound identical. Orders for advancement? Nope. Here for Rundy's woman, apparently, or join our cause. Know about Felina Laren, too? Alright, then I guess I have to help you. Just remember that Sjorg also knows who my lover is. Take Sjorg out quickly. Don't give him a chance to regroup. For her sake and yours. Well, that was easy. What do you train people in? Right, repair. That's not... None of those options are training, actually. They're repair, barter, and persuade. I don't know what happened there. Like, I guess I just saw a few more listings, and I was like, oh, one of those must be training. Oh, I did it again! Ow. Yep, that's pretty much how it went last time. So So now we've successfully found the woman. We did some leveling and whatnot around here. And I've gained and spent a bunch of money. And now it's time to head back to my point of origin. Right, that basically means I want to go head back into... Unless I want to take local Thieves Guild missions, but I'm not sure if I want to. I might just wrap up this guy's Thieves Guild missions and then get ready to move on. So I actually want to head back upstairs. I defaulted just to leaving the building, but I gotta remember that the Mages Guild is how I'm gonna get out of here. And my goal is to teleport back to Vivek. Not you. What do you sell, though? Feather, second barrier. A lot of familiar spells. Drain, blood, sleep.
Do you have something to say, Outlander?
I'm listening.
Are you the teleporter person? Travel. And Vivek, Guild of Mages.
Please, by all means, I'm listening.
Now I've just got to figure out where I am again. The size of the overall map that I'm trying to keep contained in my brain, moment to moment, is growing so fast now. Hello? This is the foreigners area, right? Yep. The Mages Guild is in the same zone. Need to take a quick trip down here. I took no fall damage just now. Boom. Flying a little bit. Don't know which way is which, because I did not enter the same way I usually do. So I may be a little turned around here. Well, now I definitely am, because I just went right. I went left instead of right. Just the book. Yep. That. Whenever I code through a door and spawn directly facing a wall, I end up very confused about layout of the room I'm in, until I start spinning for a bit. Rundy's woman. Did he talk him to joining? Good. We're making progress, Patty Elchin. Alright, jobs. Actually, advancement? Yeah, jobs. Come to me again when you're a mastermind in the guild? Well, fine. I guess we'll go back to your other series of jobs then. Who would do this? I just helped you with several major missions and you're all like, come back later. You're not good enough yet. I'm like, but you already trusted me to do all these major steps in your thing. That's insane. You're insane. What's your other thing called? Nads Theron. That's not it. Balmolagmar. A poor widow needs your help. A Lalu counselor is trying to steal her land with a forged land deed. The Lalu counselor Valandi Omani wants Indreli Rathiron's land. I think I have that deed already. Amandi forged a land deed and placed it in the library of Vivek. Without our help, Valandi Omani's bribes will prevent justice and allow the forged deed to stand. Go to the library in Vivek, find the deed, deliver it to Rathiron in the name of Balmolagmar. Okay? Where is Rathiron? Let's see. Actually, I could just ask about her. She's a poor widow who lives in Seda Neen. Her husband, a legionnaire, was killed by Kamona Tong thugs. She is a Dunmer, but she grew up in Cyrodiil and belongs to the Imperial cult, so the Tribunal Temple will not give her charity. So, Adriel Rathiron. I think I have that deed already. Where is it? I don't know why I was looking at my lockpicks. It's just the entire wrong place to start. Yeah. I already did this mission. That is so oddly satisfying that my prior thieving has literally taken the objective already, and I just need to go turn it in now. That's great. That's what I get for stealing anything that looks vaguely important. I get easy success is what I get. These buildings are really weirdly laid out. It's interesting how often I can still get turned around after I've been in them so much. Acrobatics is up. Woo! Now, we're fine. Everything's fine. Just gotta go sleep it off later. It's fine. Maybe I'll sleep in her bed. So I think I can just take a Silt Strider straight to Seda Neen. Isn't that the name of the origin location? Yeah. Citadine is just the place that they drop you off in when you start the game. So that's the first Silt Strider I ever took, so it's an easy enough quick trip. Travel to... Oh, let's make you like me more. That's an early investment, since over time it should pay off. There we go. Probably affects the state that you're, it probably affects the, price of everything, and I think these people are more or less permanent. I don't know how much mood changes. A lot of people seem to stay liking me at 100 for a long time. So I think if I just make them like me, they'll probably sit around there for a long time, maybe the rest of the game. We've gone that way out of town, but we've never gone north out of town, have we? I wonder if wandering out of town will cause that event to trigger that I've been waiting for. Hey, it's you. The exact person I'm looking for. Yes, what can I do for you? Forged land deed. Just leave me alone. I already told you. I never signed any land deed. I'm not settling you my land. And I'm not moving back to Cyrodiil. Give her the land deed. What? This looks like the land deed. Why are you giving me this? This deed belongs in your hands. Is this really a choice? Thank you very much. I can't tell you what this means, and your gloves, they seem somehow familiar. Stories I heard as a child. Anyway, I thank you. Ta-da! That was quick. Let's wander out of town for a minute. So I went that way because that was where the quest took me, but I've never gone this way, have I? Maybe... Whoa, have I? The map looks like I have. Where have I not gone before? I just want to see if I can trigger the only thing I knew about this game before I started playing it for the series, which is that one guy falls out of the sky. Let's maybe just follow the path for a little bit. There's something on the floor over there. Maybe that's it. I just want to see if I can make this happen. It's probably right along this basic path. There it is. So not only do I remember this happening when I played this game, wow, probably 10 years ago when Oblivion came out, basically. But also I've seen this referenced in multiple other games at this point, which is amusing to me. Funny that the journal's there before he even lands. I believe I may have found the correct formula for the spell I am developing. With it, I will be able to travel great distances without the need to pay others for the service. If all goes well, I will test out the new spell tomorrow. I believe I have worked out all the possible complications. It will allow me to leap great distances, covering many hundreds of miles. Never before has one been able to travel in this manner, vaulting from the ground, sailing through the sky, all without the terrible disorientation of a spell of flying. Time is almost upon me. My research is finished, and all of my calculations are checked and rechecked. They laughed at me when I suggested this. We'll see who laughs after I leap to the top of their towers and scream out my success. And then he died. Whoops. Scroll of Icarian Flight. Yep, fortify acrobatics by 1,000 for 7 seconds. A little bit of gold. It won't... What, shift wasn't working for some reason? Weird. Ooh, nice shoes. I'll sell all these objects off you. You can keep the helm, I guess. And an iron spark sword, which sucks. So you can keep that. There you go, I stripped all of your clothes. So the gimmick with this spell, and that's why I've saved just now, is that it gives you amazing acrobatics for 7 seconds. Problem is that the jump that he's doing... Oh, neat. You can read them. Where is it? That's a long list of things. Am I missing it or something? Scroll of Icarian Flight. There it is. Alright. 7 seconds of flight. Oh my god. Just one quick jump. But the idea is that he must have jumped straight up, and he went so high into the air that it gave him, like, the super jump, and then, let's go ahead and just load back in. So he gave himself super jump, flew straight up in the air, and then, his, acrobatic skill then wore off, which meant that he then went on to, not have the ability to survive the fall, which you need the acrobatics for. His acrobatics affects fall damage, so he fell to his death from his own jump. Oh, I just looted a diseased one. That's a bad idea. And the idea there is it's Burglar's Bane. It's setting up the idea of what a lot of people are always talking about in the comments in these videos, which is that you can make a completely absurd character eventually. With the right enchantments and resources and experience and so on and so forth, you can make a super character that has completely absurd abilities and the ability to levitate everywhere and super jump and all these other things. Wow, he's really mad at that rat. He was like roaring at it. That's a hell of a path he just took to fight that rat. Pathing! Whoa, one shot, one kill. Nailed it. Alright, let's get back to Vivek. I just wanted to trigger that scene because I'm like, it's like I said it's the only thing I know about this game, but then I never found it. It's starting to bother me. Travel. There we go.
Why walk when you can ride?
Why walk, ever? Why walk when you can get 1000 acrobatics and jump through the air? Man, being able to move like that would be incredible. If you could make it a permanent thing, like if your acrobatics was actually 1000. Or in this case, I guess it would have been 1100. And then you would just jump from... I would just keep doing this constantly like I am right now, except instead of slightly rising off the ground, I would be like going on and like flying through the entire level instantaneously. As it stands right now, my acrobatics is probably near 100. No, it's not. 63. But before long, it'll hit its cap, and that'll be it for forever, basically. Just gotta keep jumping. Am I a mastermind of the guild yet?
Greetings.
Alright, Forged Land Deed. Alright, maybe Valanda Omani will leave her alone now. Yep, advancement. Dang it, jobs. Dang it, not jobs, other type of job. More like Mar, right? Yep. One of our brothers stole from the wrong man. I need someone to return the blade Inamor. This is Inamor. A guild member stole it from Salin Serenthi, a noble and generous buoyant armiger? What? The blade was a gift from Vivek himself. We do not want the Thieves Guild to be blamed for this kind of theft. Take this blade and this note. Put them in Salin Serethi's chest in the Tower of Dusk in Ghostgate. Where is that? Can't ask you about Ghostgate? Where the heck is Ghostgate? Is that here in town?
How are
What
you,
did I do
God?
to deserve this honor?
Let's see. Is Ghostgate one of the places I've visited? Because at this point I feel like I should have a decent chunk of the overall list of towns on here by now, because I've like gone in a lap. I at least found all the ones attached by the Striders and all the ones attached by the boats. And all the ones that are attached by mage guilds, I believe. But then there's the weird outside ones, like, was it... Is... Al-Shal Malwi is probably what I'm thinking of. There's like some really weird isolated ones that... In Andastreth, that you get to only by just running around in the wilderness for a bit. The Buoyant Armiger Barracks and Ghostgate. So Ghostgate's probably a whole town of its own.
Care for some light reading?
Where the heck am I going to get Ghostgate? Let's see. The logical places I would ask is that there are 2 transportation experts outside. One of them is a shipwright, oops. And one of them is a Silt Strider person. So if one, so it's reasonable to think that one of them might know what Ghostgate is. I can't tell if I've ever seen Ghostgate before, because it's one of those names that's just generic enough that it could fit with anything in fantasy, so it sounds familiar, but it also sounds like it might have just be derivative words a little bit, so I'm just used to hearing that kind of stuff together. How often have I actually taken the ramps to get down in this area? There's nothing in the G area, just Guild Guide.
What do you think of our
Thank
city?
God your dialogue options are alphabetical, or it would be so hard to find them. It's already hard enough that I have to remember all these names, so sometimes I'm like, what was I looking for again? But at the very least they're alphabetical, so when I know I'm looking for something I can find it. There's plenty of other things that just lack all sorting in other games, and that's concerning. Well, you're not any help either. I have no idea where Ghostgate is. Well, desperation time. I don't know where Ghostgate is, but I know this is like a ghost wall artifact thing. So if I follow the wall, eventually I'd logically would get a gate, right? And that must be what this place is. It's the gate to the ghost wall thing. The thing that keeps the blight out. Keeps from escaping the interior of Hey everyone. No. Gotcha. You. Probably not in that ruin anywhere. Come at me. I should probably heal a little bit. Hey, I didn't die. And now it's spooky and dark. Well, up there is the ghost wall. I'm just going to try to get close to it, and then I'm going to try to follow alongside it and see if I can find any kind of town that represents the gate. Because the wall is supposed to keep out the blight of Red Mountain. That's a weird visual. It's like it looks like it's flowing up, and then it shoots out the sides. Well, let's get this out of the way. Hey, friend. Acrobatic skill is increased. Murder it, and then it goes, oh. That's a weird seam in the ground. Huh. Not entirely sure what to make of that. I figure one way or another this is uncharted chunk of map, so at least we'll learn more about the overall map's layout. I'm just like striking out around the actual mountain that's been in the middle of this place. The map of this world overall is actually surprisingly small. Oh my goodness, they're just everywhere. Please go away. Jeez. Persistent. Yeah, the map of Morrowind is surprisingly small, but I'm actually totally happy with that. I think having a big open world's kind of a bad idea, honestly. I feel like basically no games have benefited from being gargantuan in most cases. It's really about being dense and using your space well. You should only really add to your map if you need more space for all the cool stuff you're making, as opposed to like I think you should start off just making a bunch of stuff, and then expand your map to make room for the stuff that you're trying to put in your map. But don't like, ooh, this might be it. Don't make a giant map and then just see how much stuff you can cram in it, and then just what happens happens. Because if you hit a point, like so many open world games are just too big for the amount of space that's actually in them. Hey, this is Ghostgate. Wow, I was completely right on my idea of how to get to this place. Like, it's ghost wall, ghost gate. Logically, the gate will be on the wall somewhere. I even picked the right direction. I don't remember who I'm looking for, though. Return it to Salin Serethi's personal chest. In the Buoyant Armiger barracks. Can't ask about Sagerith. Let's ask about Ghostgate. For centuries, Ordinators and Buoyant Armigers, led by the Tribunal, would passed through Ghostgate on annual raids against Dagoth-Ur's Ash vampire kin, but these raids were suspended because of heavy losses to the Temple of Forces. Buoyant armigers. The light-hearted buoyant armigers are rivals of the more solemn ordinators in service to the temple. Okay, Ghostgate? No, Ghost Fence. In the past, the Ghost Fence was completely effective, but now we hear reports of encounters with blighted monsters outside the fence. Yes! Constantly, as it turns out. I'm not going to buy that skooma from you. I really haven't found another...
Commander, what do you want?
The problem is I need to find enough Khajiit to buy my skooma, but also I need to find them in quantities I have to find Khajiit that have money, and that's like a contradiction. Alchemy skill. It's basically a self-contradiction to even think about the idea of finding a skooma that has money. Alteration skill. A skooma that has money. I meant to say a Khajiit. Light armor skill. Wow, this is a good library. A+. 3 skill ups just now. And I think light armor counts as level up skill too. Alafani. So I'm looking for Salen Serethis. Oh, this is the building we've seen before. The style of building, I mean. Orwin. Ooh, Indorial shield. And Indorial helmet. Ooh. Those are neat pieces of gear. Salmon Raelis. Would I get in trouble if I stole that stuff, since the entire premise of this mission is the idea that we have to return gear?
Hello? How are you?
Where's that
So
slave?
how does it feel to be the only ordinator in this building that's a generic no-name when everyone else has a name, apparently? Dawn and Dusk. Everyone's got that one. Did I do the full circle? Is it all equally empty in this direction? Yep. Man, I can really feel how much faster I'm getting over time with my character, by the way. Oh. That was a new door. That one over there. I can really feel how I'm moving faster and jumping higher compared to the beginning. I'm just so much more mobile than I was once upon a time. It's satisfying, although I would have preferred to never be slow. There's normal game slow, and then there's this game's version of slow, because holy crap. When you first start playing this game, it feels like you're just waiting for, like, I don't even know. It's so slow that I don't even have a lot of references for slowness that compare to it, honestly. Baron Varen? Best. Hey, light armor. Look at all this free training I'm getting. Expensive shirt. So ideally, I would have some idea that a particular chest is theirs, so I can know to take it to them. This person's kind of important, though, if they got a gift straight from Varric, right? Oh, right, they're the Buoyant Armiger, so I'm not even in the right building, then, because this is not the Buoyant Armiger's building, is it? It's the Ordinator's. Key? Tower of Dawn Vault key. Nobody saw that. I'm not supposed to be in here. How will you react to that? Hi. I'm the person that's not supposed to be... Woo, boy! Look at all this incredibly valuable heavy armor. And that. You can't see me.
That is quite enough, thief.
They totally saw me. That's kind of what I thought. It's really funny though. I kind of wanted to hear the voices happen. I enjoyed hearing literally the entire building erupt and echoing copies of the same voice, all screaming, "Now you die!" I kind of live for that. Yeah, probably not doing anything else in here. I'm not really in that big of a hurry to be covered in expensive gear, considering I can't sell it to anyone. I need to find someone who's rich first. Alright. So I assume the other building is full of the other faction then, right? Hour of Dusk. Yep. Buoyant Armiger. They look ridiculous, but I'm in the right place. They must be, so they're the ones that use the chitin armor. Mystery solved, I suppose.